My life did not begin until I became a mom.
Okay, also, I'm not just trying to hype you up. You have, like, the most beautiful babies.
Thank you.
I know you get that all the time. I know you do.
Baby, this ain't the 50s. This household shit goes both ways.
Ooh.
You know? It's already hard as being a girl in general, but once you're pregnant and even after the pregnancy, like having to get back to yourself is so hard. Feed myself. I cannot have girl dinners no more.
Welcome back to Kickin with Katelyn.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Kickin' It with Katelyn. Today, I am here with the one, the only, Haley.
Hey, y'all. What's up?
Okay. Hopefully, you've already watched our other episode. You should have. But, you know, I was just thinking, like, this is so silly. The tide is turning. We're getting older, and typically the people who watch my podcast
Starts crying.
They're the same age as me or around the same age, and y'all be wanting to get married and have babies. Obviously I'm not, but I have Haley here that I can ask all the parenting questions to because I am curious. Even though I don't want them myself, I want to know like what kind of things do y'all go to, but what are your credentials?
I am a mother of two. I have a 3-year-old. Her name is Sunny. And then I have a 6-month-old. Her name is Chloe. Chloe Money. Oh, so it's Sundog and Chloe Money. That's their little
like
nicknames.
That.
Yes. So I kind of like to say like I've been a parent for 4 years because, you know, pregnancy and stuff, you're still considered a mom. I also, it's my partner and I, my fiance Manny, you know, we're in parenthood together, the most ghettoest hood in the ghettoest hood I've ever been in is parenthood.
I like that. I've never heard that before.
Yeah,
Like
it's
that.
because it's so funny and it's so real. Like, man, like Sunny will be throwing a fit in Target. I'm like, this shit is so ghetto. Like, and it's not even like, you know what I'm,
yeah.
It's not even, I'm like, what's the word? What am I trying to say? Like, it's kind of like a slang term, you know?
Yeah, I get that.
Because people say that in the suburbs, you know, like,
yeah.
this shit's so ghetto.
They do. No,
It's just so inconvenient sometimes.
Dude, I don't know how you do it because, like, to me, you're the same person that you were years before you had kids. I'm like, I see no difference.
I appreciate that because I really do try my best to stay, like, true to myself.
Yeah. Like I said, like, I forget that you have babies. Okay, also to me, it doesn't matter how old your child is. They're all babies.
Yeah, literally.
I be forgetting. And then you post one of them, and I'm like...
Jump scare.
No, genuinely, I'm like... Oh, I forgot. But then I remember I'm like, okay, also, I'm not just trying to hype you up. You have, like, the most beautiful babies.
Thank you.
I know you get that all the time. I know you do.
Not to be, like, cocky or nothing, but thank you.
They are. I know when you first had Sunny, like, I...
See, no, look, they're funky looking for a few months, okay? Like, when I look back at Sunny's pictures, I'm like, why would I post those? Like,
that's not what I was gonna say. Okay, that is true, but I don't remember what Sunny looked like aside from what she does now. Chloe looks fine though. She's still young, but she's fine. But I remember showing my mom. She didn't have Instagram at the time. I'm like, Mom, look, Haley's baby, Sunny. She's so cute. My mom's like, she looks just like Haley. And I'm like...
And it's funny because it's like a lot of people, or like when we go to the Condelis' side of the, you know, parties, they're like, I remember when you were a baby. Or Elena, like, she'll see Sunny, like, acting a little crazy. And she's like, oh, you used to give the same problems to your mama.
Oh, my gosh. There's just... How nostalgic. But honestly, like, you do have, like, the most beautiful children.
Thank you.
But I want to know, everyone always says that, like, parenting changes you. Like, what do they mean by that?
From my experience, I think parenting has changed me for the better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because, you you know, you just want to do better for them. You want to do right by them. Like, and I'm not trying to get all cliche or nothing, but there are assignments, like, from God, you know? Like, if I'm going to do right by them, and God's going to do right by me because I'm doing what I need to do, you know?
Damn.
Like, for them. It also changed my mental health as well.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, well, physically and mentally it's changed because pregnancy is a lot, and I think a lot of men don't understand that. Okay. You know, like, it's because they don't have to go through it.
That is true.
It's changing everything about you, your hormones, you know, your physique. Like, your ribs are literally widened, your hips are widened, like, everything. It's already hard as being a girl in general, but once you're pregnant, and even after the pregnancy, like, having to get back to yourself is so hard. And you don't want to... It's like being on your period. You know, the PMS, no. Like, where you just want to, like, choke somebody, you know?
Yeah.
Or, like, you're constantly hungry. It's just like that. Like, postpartum is so hard. And I kind of try to keep myself away from, like, becoming depressed, you know? But sometimes it's just so inevitable because your emotions, everything is just everywhere. It's like, it's literally just so crazy.
Yeah.
I think that's the negative part of becoming a parent. As a woman, is the postpartum and everything changing about you.
I couldn't imagine because you go through so many changes in those 9 months.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. But that rough amount of time, and then all of a sudden it's, like, different again.
And you can't even, like, focus on yourself 100% because now you have your baby to take care of.
And people don't expect you to focus on yourself at all.
Yep. And for me, in order for me to be a good mother, I have to make sure that I'm okay first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's important. I feel like some of our elders would say differently.
Yeah. Like, I need to go out. I need to be out in the streets every now and then.
Yeah.
You know? I need to get out of the house because being stuck, even being in the house for my maternity leave, I'm ready to go back to work, baby. I'm ready. Like, I cannot be in the same four walls.
Yeah, you need some sort of separation.
Yeah.
Gosh, there is so much to, like, unpack in parenting, so we're definitely not even going to reach the tip of the iceberg just because I have a million bajillion questions. Yes. But I think that these are some broad questions for those who want to have a child or who are expecting a child or already have them. I mean, like, this is something that almost everyone is going to experience. I mean, I know I say I don't want children, but, like, maybe it will. I'm half me is curious.
To each his own.
I mean, it's interesting. It's all part of our life. So.
And I always tell people it's funny because, and I don't mean no disrespect. I love my babies to death. You know, of course I'm going to, but you're not missing out on anything.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, like, of course the eternal love, like the endless love that you're going to get, but besides that, like, I wish I could have lived my life a little bit more.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna ask.
No,
like,
yeah,
is there anything that has negatively, like, affected the way that you lived your life after having children?
I would so before I had kids, I really was a bum. Yeah. Like, you know, Manny and I would just smoke all the time. I didn't drink at the time. You know, I really didn't have a life.
Yeah.
My life did not begin until I became a mom.
I love that.
I just say, like, the mental health part. Yeah, just the mental health. Yeah. You know, trying to stay sane while you have 2 kids crying. And it's like, you know, baby cries are actually used in the military as torture.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's literally torture sometimes. And it's like, hold on, I need to step outside. I need to go pull some grass. Like, I need to look at the stars, you know.
Get yourself out of there. Yeah.
I'd say that's the only negative thing. You know, and a lot of people would say, like, money, but also they don't take advantage of their resources.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. I do. Baby, the government uses us, so you better use the government.
Okay, so that's been my biggest argument. Like, I feel like the older generation, like, even my parents, they're like, why are people using that? And I'm like, after working in healthcare, you have it. You have it for a reason.
Right.
You not using it is you losing out on it.
Literally.
They're already going to take taxes out no matter what. It doesn't matter if people use it or don't use it.
Yep. And I pay my taxes, you know?
Exactly.
So, of course, I'm going to use it.
And at least someone's using it.
Yep. Because the moment I found out I was pregnant, I got on Pregnancy Women's Medicaid. I have not had to pay a bill.
That's
even because, I mean, I've gotten, like, the bill statements billed to me.
Yeah.
But it's all covered by the state,
Yeah.
you know? And that saved me $40,000. And that's for one baby. I have two.
And that's fucking stupid to begin with.
Yeah.
Because it's like, why is it $40,000 to live? It's already hard enough to live, but paying that huge price, like, it's too difficult to do all these things when there are resources available to you, and there are resources that you have been paying into and will pay into for your whole life. I think that the people who don't know how to efficiently and effectively use resources are the only ones who hate on the resources that are available.
Yes.
Just because you don't know how to take advantage of things that you have available to you doesn't mean you ruin it for the rest of the world, basically.
Because they're the ones who are struggling. You know, they're losing money.
It's out of envy and jealousy.
Yep.
So I just wanted to know if you could give any tips to those who are watching on how to stay your authentic self and not lose yourself in parenting.
I think you need to have a good partner. Picking your baby daddy is very, you know, it's very important to choose, because you may not have to be in a relationship with them, but they're going to be with you forever because y'all have kids, you know, and that's going to carry on to your grandkids. Like, they're always going to be around, you know?
Yeah.
So having a good partner really helped me just stay true to myself. You know, he'll give me a few hours out of the day for myself, and it's vice versa.
Oh, I
you
like
know,
that.
Teamwork literally makes the dream work. I'm trying to think. I also believe in, like, the saying, look good, feel good, do good. It just goes for all aspects. So if I love to get ready. I just love to be a little Bratz doll. Like, aww. I'm so not a Barbie girl. I'm sorry. I'm not. But this year I want to have a little bit more time to myself so I could get my body moving and everything.
I like that. I think that's also important because with hookup culture, like, a lot of people are just sleeping with whoever, and it's like, I don't think you understand the severity of getting to know someone ahead of time because you could be stuck with them forever.
Right. It is also, like, it sounds so goofy, but, like, you need to train your dog. Like, you need to keep your man in his place. He knows not to fuck around with me, because I won't knock him out. I have never laid hands on him, but, like, and I remind him, like, baby, this ain't the 50s. This household shit goes both ways.
Ooh.
You know, like, I'm not going to be picking up after you, you know, and the kids and myself. Like, you need to carry your own weight.
I like that. I'm glad you're saying something.
And he knows that. And he'll laugh about it.
Well, I mean, if you're both working.
Yeah. And thankfully I get to work at their school, you know. And I get best of both worlds. I get to be a stay-at-home mom in the summer and on all of the holiday breaks. So I get the taste of the domestic life, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how some people will stay home.
That's so smart.
Yeah.
That is actually really smart.
I feel like I've cheated my way through parenthood because of that.
That's awesome.
Because a lot of people, and that's also another thing. If you have kids, your whole life revolves around them. Find a job that revolves around their schedule.
That's really smart because a lot of people are leaving their jobs to be with their kids because it's the same price. Yeah. And if you can make money and be with your kids, you got it.
I mean, if I was a single mom, it would be a different story. You know, I'd have to have a second job.
But you picked your partner right.
Right. I'm thankful that I don't have to do that. Now he has his own business. He's a business owner. If y'all need y'all's AC or refrigeration, that's what I could plug.
Yes. Yeah. I will leave it
yes.
in the description. What is something that, good or bad, what are some things that you didn't expect that you have been like firsthand witness to?
the blowouts. Oh my god, that shit. Oh, it pisses me off because it's so inconvenient. It's always at the most inconvenient times.
Yeah.
You know? In the car seat, I'm like, Chloe, this car seat is so hard to wash, baby. Like, I literally had to hand scrub it because it's, you know, it's a convenient car seat, but it's so hard to, like, disassemble and everything.
And you already don't have time as a parent, and then it adds on top of it.
Yep. So it's that, and then my daughters, they just have, well, when they're infants, they have bad reflux, so they're constantly throwing up.
Oh.
So constant outfit changes for them and for me because I'm getting barfed on.
Yeah.
And I'd say that's like the biggest surprise.
You just weren't ready for it.
Yeah, and then also the anxiety, you know. Mm-hmm. I have to keep this human safe and alive and fed. I could barely feed myself. I cannot have girl dinners no more.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm so used to...
I'm going to have one for you tonight.
Yeah, thank you. She's like pouring some water for my
for the
girl
dead
Haley.
homies.
Yeah. Yeah, I cannot have girl dinner anymore because I have to feed them.
You got to have grown babies.
Everything has changed. When it comes to food, everything has changed for me.
Yeah.
I eat healthier now because they need to eat healthy. They deserve good meals, you know?
I like that. They deserve it.
They do.
You stepped up to the motherfucking plate.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
Yeah.
Take the advice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I mean, I'm sure I have some people who are watching and they're pregnant or they already have children. Is there like any sort of gadget or thing that you would suggest to invest in to help being a...
Yes. So
let them know.
I don't like the Duna car seat. That's like the one that pops out. It's a specific Duna brand. I have the Even Flow. It's called my fucking gosh, I forgot what it's called. But it's the same thing as a Duna, right? It pops out into a stroller. And it's so convenient and so much cheaper. Save your money. Don't get the Duna. Get the Even Flow Switch Glide or something. I don't know what it's called. But it's helped me so much. Like, I can just pop her out of the car, and it pops out into the stroller. If it's under the tables, like when we go to Pluckers, like... well, when she's out of it, you know, like, you can just slide it under the table. It's not bulky. That's the main one. Man, that's my biggest recommendation is getting a good car seat / stroller combination. That and then Alexa. And Alexa is... Oh. What was that? I felt that in my soul. No, but an Alexa is so helpful. Like, you could just be like, Alexa, play white noise, you know?
Oh, okay.
Instead of a white noise machine, because then you have to plug them in if they die.
I heard
like,
they're expensive, too.
Yeah, and they are expensive.
YouTube is for free.
Yep. So is, girl. Yeah, no Alexa. A Mama Frida nose sucker or booger sucker. Manny refuses to use it. Have you ever seen one? So it's like this like little pin thing. It's clear and it has a hole at the end. You put it in your nose or in their nose, and there's this like little string rope thing that you suck their boogers out. There's a filter, so like you're not getting boogers in your mouth, but you do what you need to do to get your baby healthy, you know. So I'm constantly sucking their boogers out. It sounds so weird.
I mean, it's...
You made them. Manny will watch. He's like watching me because I tell him like, you do it. I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, why? Like, they're your babies. Yeah. You know, they don't know how to blow their nose.
So
like,
what? You had worse things in your mouth before,
right? Literally. Facts.
Aww. Okay.
Facts.
Well, do you have any other tips for the parents before we sign off?
Yes. The moment you have your baby, if you live in Texas, I don't know if it goes for other states, but the moment you have your baby, get on the CCMS child care wait list so that you can get some discounted daycare.
I like that. That's a really good one.
Because, baby, you're going to spend an arm and a leg for your baby to get the education that they need. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because education matters.
Yeah, it really does. Yep.
It's the most important
Because you don't
thing.
want them to be dumb. Oh, my God. And don't take the iPad away. Do not give them the iPad.
Oh. Waffle, I guess, doesn't agree because he's just putting his tail right in the middle.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, Do you want to tell them what Manny's air condition business?
Oh, yes. Homegrown Heating and Cooling on Facebook and Instagram. And our website is also Homegrown Heating and Cooling. So if you need your refrigeration, any restaurant equipment services, or HVAC related things, hit us up.
And I'll put it in the description so you know where to go. But Haley, thank you so much for coming on the podcast today.
Course. I had so much fun.
We're vibing. Mm-hmm. We were vibing.
I cannot wait to see it.
Dude, it's gonna be so good. I can't wait to have you on again. I'm like thinking, when is the appropriate time to relaunch and then have someone come on again?
Yeah.
But that's gonna be it for today, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. I know we did, and
so did Waffle. Waffle enjoyed too.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.